What's up, everybody? Welcome in. This is Casey at the Guardian Oracle 33. Happy Monday? Is it Monday? It's Monday. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Casey. I am a psychic medium and intuitive. I have this channel to provide content for the upliftment and the evolution of humanity, as well as a shit ton of laughs. So, welcome in. What's up, what's up, what's up? Hey, Just Tracy. That's not my name. That's not my name. What's up, Jason? What's up, Bill? Bill, thanks for the email. All right, so tonight I am pulling on the collective energy. What is rearing its ugly head for you to look at one more again? One more again. So, let me get my together real fast. Holy Spirit, holy angels of the highest bright light. I call on you for clarity and guidance. I just got the funniest little energy that came through. No weapons formed against myself or the listener shall prosper, so mote it be. If you send any negative dark energy, it will be sent back. Stay high vibe, guys. Let's see what messages the divine has for us. What we need to know right now. These messages could resonate now, in the future. Time is fluent. These readings are timeless. So today is February 24th of 2025. So if you're seeing this in the future, cheerio, mate. Hope you're kicking ass and taking names. And this probably will resonate for you because it feels like somebody's getting out of a cycle, closing out cycles, and it feels like it has to do with años, years. ¿Cuántos años? Okay, how many years? All right. Star beings, ancestors of the highest bright light. We've got opening doors here as I'm speaking my light language. Did you open a fucking door? We got a key. So we have a key that comes back from the past. It's a skeleton key. Opening doors, potential and possibility. Beyond the visible, uncovering secrets of life's new ways to explore. The portal. Because it's talking about a key. It's a doorway. And what's coming back from the past. Person, place, or thing. So now I'm feeling that time travelers. Time travelers. Well, you look at it. It's key. Does that resonate with you? Somebody think about skeleton keys a lot. You know? I don't know. I heard some people might have some sort of ritual tied to a skeleton key. So, what comes back from the past? Strong roots. So there's something here that you know. So this is feeling past life, past lice. I hate lice. Past life energy. Akashic. It feels Akashic. The meandering spirits. Robin Hood. Zorro. King Arthur. The sword. Okay, so we're talking about a sword here. So the truth that rears its head. And I didn't even call it that. I don't know why we're calling it that. Maybe the terminology has changed over time. Maybe there's something that's been right in front of you this whole time. It's like you knew it, but the terminology on it changed. It was like hidden in plain sight. The key is to decode it. Okay. Tell us more. Haunting music. Dun dun dun. What's up, guys? Thank you guys for hitting the like button. Welcome in. This is a collective read for the collective. This is just kind of checking in to see what the universe might be sending back your way, to see lessons wise, tests. You know, have we evolved past, you know, a stuck point? We get this when we're healing and we're on the verge of moving on, moving now, advancing. There's always like that one last little reverberated energy, right? That's like, hey, what about me? And I think that this read's really going to bring through what those energies are, and then how we can move through those, because a lot of it feels it was very deeply spiritual, with the key being here, the key of the overall energy. We use keys to unlock doors. We use key words, key codes. I'm hearing Stencilton, Bizarre Dark, Aquamarine, Romeo and Juliet, Little Caesars. And they're showing me in my mind's eye. I remember back in the day when Little Caesars would be in the commercials, and they had that Triton, and that pizza would go up and then come back down on it. Well, I don't know if it was a Triton, was it? It was some sort of spear. If I can put a pizza on a spear. Pizza, yeah. Thanks, Bill. Where are you reading my mind? Maybe your mind is reading mine. There's a lot of conspiracies going on here, so let's just keep going and see how much deeper we can get. We'll go down this rabbit hole together. Okay, so we've got this haunting music, creating harmony. So alchemy comes through right now. A strong alchemist, and that might be the key here. Emotions flow through creative expression. Solace is in art, using pain for good. Definitely some alchemy going on here. I'm looking back down and I'm seeing the key, and it's talking about opening doors. See, and you know, I feel like I heard she bewitched me. She bewitched me. To be bewitched is what? Set aside by it? To be bewitched? Now I'm hearing hoodwinked. So what's a hoodwink? What's up? What up, we? I need to get my glasses. What up, Wes? What up, JP? Tell me more, like does he have a car? Does he have a car? Did you lose the keys to your car? Son of a bitch, I did it again. Somebody's spirit guides. This is so funny, but somebody's spirit guides, because somebody's been like that. Especially if you have your stuff like on a lanyard. You're trying to get out the door and you have like other shit on your arm, and you turn and it snatches the door handle or whatever. Your kids pull it out of your pockets, like something with the keys here. So it's like when you go to pick up your keys, like, are you observant? Are you like, okay, why did you bring me back in this room? As frustrating as it is, it's like, duh, dipshit, I'm trying to fucking show you the portal over here. Hello? McFly? Do you want to go back to the future? Just for a wee little visit? Oh me, oh me, oh me, oh my. I listened and I said at the same time. Feels like there's a lot of things on the same time wave. Wave and say hello. It's rude not to smile. Hoodwinked. What is in hoodwinked? There's a kids show that. It's like getting tricked, isn't it? Getting tricked by a business. But there was 99 cents. Fuck, Winston's just made me think of those old cigarettes. That's bringing back. I lived in West Virginia, and my stepdad Bill used to smoke those Winstons, man. And I used to hide him from him just to piss him off, because we lived way out of town, because I didn't like him. I was. If you were gonna be my step parent, you were. You better be tough. You better have thick skin. I was like the Dennis the Menace. Fuck, even when I wasn't trying to mess stuff up and cause this. A subtle scene. It was always a subtle scene. It's like, wait till he sits down, watch. The seat's wet. Just fucked up shit like that. Well, I don't know. Just fucking so funny. Where's my pocket knife? You never give a shit when you're a kid and it's not your stuff. Until you get older and then it's your stuff and now you gotta deal with it. It's a generational curse, I think. It's reversed. right? They pick up our shit. We pick up theirs. The core of passion, guarding your heart, experiencing love, feeling deeply, act on your desires. Vulnerability is strength here. That also sits right next to the key with creating harmony. Using pain for good, creating harmony. Feeling deeply and acting on your desires is the overall energy of this read. There's a keen sense to pay close attention. There's a lot of scrutiny here. Feels like somebody has like a desk full of people. It feels like it's cold. I'm in the room, so it feels like, you know, those double mirrors you can kind of look through. I'm on the inside, like and I'm looking into the interrogation room, and it's like there's 4 people in there at the table. 1 on each side, 1 at the end, and they have like business suits on. I'm hearing it's a business acumen. This is like, it's giving me that Men in Black feel. It's giving me that Men in Black feel. The hidden doers. The hidden doers. 11:31. Thanks guys for hitting the like button. You guys are awesome. So as I'm looking through here and I'm asking the spirit guides why. You might be the key to something. Like and when we're talking about what's going to come back up, because the overall energy here is somebody's getting close. With the heart out here, the key in creating this alchemy. I can't wait to see what's this. Why does it always have to be a struggle? I was going to say that, and I look down here and it says vigilant watch. Facing fears, protecting your boundaries, being forceful when needed. You're challenging the darkness right now. That's the key. Or there's a key within challenging the darkness, and it feels like these people that are in this business room, it's not a business room. Maybe this is where they do business. It feels underground because it does feel cold, and like from my sense of smell, because I'm very sensitive to like molds and stuff, like I don't know, I can smell it a long ways away. But in this room, it feels like damp. I don't know how, because so I'm in it, and then I came down and like layered through the dirt. So it's just an underground base of some sort. This message really wants to come through. And it's like I can smell the damp dirt. So this is something that's going on underground right now. Trying to see how this is tied to this, but beings that they're doers, it's like, and I'm looking at my Jesus and my little alien right here, dude, and it's like mixing the two, right? It's like there's something behind the spirituality and the religion. I'm hearing persecuted excellently. Excellently. Is that even a word? Excellently. So maybe there is a play on words here. This sign that I'm seeing, it's like excel, or it's xylophone or Xerox. This name of this is fucking weird. It looks like on top of the ground where it's a collective of it. It's like it's like advanced beings. It feels like advanced beings. They're human. You know, they look like us. But I know there's other rooms around. Okay, this is very awkward because it's a remote view in the middle of a reading for what? See, I'm getting goosebumps now, so keep going. Okay, so anyways, it's like a long, it looks like, you know how insane asylums have those long hallways and those big heavy doors? It feels like that, and the windows on them too are. So if this is an insane asylum, psych ward. I heard a psych ward. Okay, so the key. And then now they're showing me, I'll be back. What's that guy? Tomb Raider. And it's when Sarah's trying to get out of that place and she's running and stuff. So it's like they've got key people. Like, so is this somebody that's there in this facility that's like trying to come through right now? They're talking about like organisms. It's like they're growing things in this facility. It's like it's huge. Because as I'm looking at it outside of the dirt, but looking through the dirt and I'm up in the air, it's big. It looks like the Pentagon is what I'm hearing, the Pentagon. But it has that shape. It's like that, like the stop sign, fucking hexagon. I don't know what the hell you call it. You know what I mean? But it's like something right now. No, because it's not like a trapped spirit. It's like the consciousness is like they're pushing it. They're advanced in some way. So this is like the key. Something comes back around and somehow I'm hearing you're the key. So maybe you do aerial view. See, because I like this mud. Like I can know the smell of the mud. It's like damp all around this house, this building right now. You know, it looks like a grain bin, or like, you know, ODOT, the road department, how they have that big dome and then half of it's like under the dirt, you know, where they put all their gravel and stuff to spread out on the road. It feels like that. I don't know what Area 51 looks like, but it feels like, it's like they're saying we've been waiting for quite some time. See, that's that haunting music. It's a frequency. Music is a tone and a frequency. So those that have the ability to pick up on this. I'm hearing Sasquatch. It's like there's a lot of different... Yeah. They're calling them, it's organisms, but it's like they're taking... Who's they? And now they're just showing me like the men in black. You know what I mean? I don't know. So let's keep going. Doctor. See, somebody's a doctor, because this is brew doctor, kombucha. It's love. But, doctor. How many of you guys have seen the original Angel on Netflix? When they learn that dance and stuff, and he takes these people, all of these people, he abducts them, he puts them in this underground basement under this house, and it's like in the rocks, and this is what this feels like. It's like fucking weird, motherfucker. It's not, it's like, I don't even know what they're doing, because, see, now they're showing me, like, they're guiding me around. It's like there's lots of different facilities like this, but this one in particular is like the San Quentin of specialty. It's like remapping and refiguring, I'm hearing. I'm hearing Odessa. Odessa. I heard March will be 10 years. Yeah, I smell dirt. I love the smell of dirt. We don't like sniff it in, but you know what I mean? When I was pregnant, my husband at the time, he was a well driller. So I don't know why, but when all that dirt would come up, like through the different layers, I would just rinse it off, but I like to suck on the rocks because like my body was craving that mineral. And maybe even me just saying that, it's like, well, let's keep going. Because we're talking about challenging the darkness, and that's what I'm talking about. It feels like some sort of elite. Because this is a lot of money. A lot of money. The doctors, I mean, and these are like contracts. Like, these doctors can't say anything. This read really turned in a weird way, but I guess we're going to keep going with it and see. Because there's a key here. Somebody's going to find this message that needs it. There's like some sort of, like, with this too, it's like some kind of Frankenstein shit. Because I'm looking at this heart and it's like, what the fuck? And it feels angry. You know what I mean? Like, whatever they're doing, it feels like volatile. I don't know. It's like, it's an injection, because they keep showing me, like, Sarah's arm in Tomb Raider when they put it in there and she goes out. And it's something about this heart and how dark and black it is. It's like it took what was its center, and it's hard to say right now. It's like somebody's doing a deep study. It's like, I feel like somebody's like unaliving people and then bringing them back. unaliving them and bringing them back. It's like they got all this shit on them, and it's like they want to see where they're going. It's very interesting. It's like there's people that astral travel or are doing this. They're like, they go where they're sending this consciousness or this being. It's like it puts it into a place, because I can see it going on like a desolate what is it? It's an island, but it's not on this planet. It's red rock. But people, they're there, so I don't know if this is space or astral, because it's so... Is it not on this planet? Ugh. Challenging the darkness. The moth, like a moth to a flame. It's like the moon. It's like an I've got goosebumps. The moon. What the fuck? I have goosebumps on my whole body, so my crown. Dimitri. I said the red rock, and like when I was at the planet, I seen it was a sphere, because when I go there in my mind, it'll put me outside of it, and then I can be on it. So it's like, so I can get a closer look. It's like Google Earth in my head. And there's something in the Gargoyles too, and it's like something about when the sun comes out, like changes. It's like, oh, I don't even know. It's almost like ethereal. It's meta. It's like a lot of I don't know how to explain this energy, where they're sending these things or taking. I don't know. It's like, I want to say this is on the moon. And is there a blood moon coming up? Because this moon is red. And we're talking about the gargoyles come alive at night in that show. And then when the sun comes out, remember, they all turn to stone. And this gargoyle and this vigilant watch, it's like you're having these watchers. They're everywhere. But they do this. It's like at night they can come out. You know what I mean? Or it's like it's their realm now because that the moon's out. Or it's like they're ruled by different energies. So it's like very feminine, very masculine, so to speak. See, I'm looking down and it says chosen one over here with just very... So I'm asking telepathically right now, why? You know what I mean? The challenging the darkness. Why are they doing this? And it's like, I cut it and it says a deep soul wound and illness. I had wax still on these cards. They're all messed up. Because I need to know more. I'm seeing overdose over here too. So I'm going to switch it up. Macedonia. At the Rock of Macedonia. Okay, the initials GG. This is like talking about going beyond. So are you in, so, okay, this is, I get the impression here that somebody's sick, somebody, or has an illness, or, and it started out as wanting to cure this illness, okay? I don't know what this illness is. It's almost like somebody time traveled or got a time capsule from the future, or somebody who is a very self-aware. They can astral travel, move their consciousness, levitate. There's somebody here, you know, it's very, well, you hold the key. Like, you have, like, ancient, I heard ancient ties to Macedonia. Okay, so, and then I'm seeing somebody levitating, and now I'm seeing a pyramid in the back. And the sun is setting. So, and it's just like, is this within somebody? Like, it feels like for somebody, this could be like a piece of bipolar or schizo or whatever we would call it, right? It's like you just know things, and you might be, I mean, obviously, remembering either you are now, this lifetime, or remembering through dreams or some way of being. With the key being here, it's like locked up, battling the darkness. And it's like, in some ways, the darkness got a grip on you, and it's like, I think you're paying something, because the gargoyle reminds me of like, these are helpers that you have. And it, I want to say, is just because they look scary, right? You know what I mean? We're talking about beings that have walked this earth. They know we're here. They're in their realm, right? But these beings or these energies know your energy in the depth of, because it feels like something was genocide in the past, or you have the key encoded within you, whether it's a light language, whether it's it could be a drawing, it's a writing, it's in your dreams. It's like, it's in a way that nobody, the divine is protecting you in a way. Because something from the past is coming back up. But I want to say, friends, that it doesn't, it's akashically. Something gets set open. Because opening doors is here. With potential and possibility beyond the visible. Okay? It's beyond the visible. It's like you're helping another world. For some of you, this is okay. This feels like something akashically comes up, because even my mind's wanting to jump around, because it feels like I know a lot, right? Or I'm connected to a lot of facets of energy that I could pull from. I do feel like I'm in a library right now, and attached to me is like these little gold arms that go out, and they're like grabbing. They're going out all over, and it's like as I pull these things in, my body's reading them, and I'm knowing things. So you could have this talent. It's like the Beauty and the Beast. It's like big like that in there. And it's, I'm standing in the middle, and all these, I don't know, is energy. I don't know. It's so deep. It's like literally being in that library with you, your highest self. I feel like somebody, like, you're even having a past life reviews that come through of like shit you did. Some of you could be getting past life regression. But if you guys are being challenged with some sort of mental illness right now, I'm saying that not lightly. Or you're dealing with somebody who's going through this. This feels like this is something that's very triggering, because it feels like battling the darkness. It feels like darkness is fear. So it's like, if people are fearful of what you're saying or how you're expressing it, or your means of getting this information, in whatever way you do, it's like I said, with this key out here, there's something very, it's so coded, it's coded, its key is in frequency. It's light language and sound or tone. It's old. I mean, it's like the very beginning, you know, they're showing me like I'm there, I'm in this realm, and everybody they're levitated. You know, they some of them do. They have like capes or long, I don't know. It feels like everybody has their master at their own art, and these beings I'm seeing, like in my mind's eye, it's like masculine type men, right? Or not masculine type, it's men. There's some women too, but everybody has a certain color on and their own ability. So it's like in this realm. It feels like there's 12 fractals of you that are like coming back together. I don't know if this is happening simultaneously or in the same at the same time. But it feels like these fragments, they're pieces of your consciousness that are spread out throughout the multi-universe, it feels like. And I'm just seeing it's like a magnet turns on and it just sucks all these pieces back into you, and this deepest state of knowing that you've ever known comes on you. And it's connected to everything. And it feels like this is purpose driven. This is for some sort of humanity. This is about service. This is about, you know, this key. You know this information. You've already probably felt, yes, I know where this, I deeply feel like you could be aerial viewing or, astral projecting and seeing where these kids are trapped, underground or in places or in these coves or connexes out in ships that are just, out in the ocean. Like you could just be talking to the animals in the ocean that send out some sort of sonar. You know what I mean? It's vibration, it's frequency and tuning. It's like, and these kids, I want to say, they feel like they're all special. They're already like some of their parents already decided to do a breeding program with these kids. And it's like they're doing this. This got really messed up. They're doing this and they paid. And they raise the kid, but I don't know why. It's like in some way when this kid gets a certain age or energetically, they harvest it's like embryos or... They're mostly showing me girls, like little girls. And they start out and she's like, she looks like she's 4. And then just showing me stages. Like that car seat that turns in, it's like a 6-in-1, and they're just showing me all these stages. So whether this turns up as a surgery that this kid goes in for, I don't know. There's ships, there's some very interesting things going on. I don't know, it's just like living experiments. Somebody here is very spiritual and is like, and I don't think it's just one person. I feel like there is a collective of people that are going to get this deeper knowing that I know these kids are being held here, or when, the government's making a big stink over here, like Trump being shot at, or all, just a big distraction, instantly you're like, okay, I'm going into aerial view, what's going on elsewhere, or 2 weeks leading up to kind of see where everybody's going to. Somebody here watches the president and what he does, like I'm telling you, or the government. Somebody that, like the FBI and CIA are watching, you know what I mean? Somebody's watching them, and they're doing this spiritually. They're doing this in a spiritual way. Because there's some condescending remarks that really, I heard, fucking pissed me off. So there's some sort of like spiritual battle going on right now. Because the CIA or the FBI, I'm talking about the spiritual aspects, like with advanced weapons, or they know, or they're allowing these programs to go on. Somebody here's like a full-on vigilante. You're fucking got like your genius. Not only are you smart, but it's like they're showing me, it's like when Spider-Man gets bit, then he gets these powers. It's like Avenger type shit. Something comes online. Like you have this phenomenal ability, and then you remember it akashically from your past. It's like, I knew how to fly, right? Or all of a sudden you start singing or playing an instrument, or you start writing music again, or you realize you really are a great writer, you're good at something, just comes online and you're like full on talking to animals, like Dr. Dolittle shit. And nobody else around you, you know what I mean? And these animals tell you, because their connection with the animals are truth, you know what I mean? They know what's going on with Earth and what Gaia needs, what storms, what, things are happening. Somebody here, there's a lot of you that come together, because with Grace being out here, it's like, look at that patterning. That's a big pattern. I want to say it feels like this massive ship or this massive light of some sort. Like, I don't even know if this is like, we're going to talk about the drone things, because I'm seeing this in my mind's eye, and then it's flashing, the lights going around on it like those starships or whatever you will see. You know what I mean? It looks like the Galactic Police. Basically what's reflecting behind it off my ring light. They're showing me it like that. When the lights go down in the city, And the sun shines off the bay. Oh, I wanna be there in my city. Whoa. So this feels like I'm hearing San Francisco Bay. They're kind of showing me like how these things, like these earthquakes that are going on, it's like these weapons that are going on underground. It's because they're these tunnels they're building constantly. They're doing stuff with like mass amounts of energy. Somebody's being selected or looked at for, I don't know, somebody could have recognized that you have a gift or a talent in some way, and they know because you've just been your own teacher, or I think this person aerial views you or monitors you in some way. Um, and I think it's just because, like, especially if you're out in nature, they're connected, like, they can be the tree. They can be the plant. We're talking about shapeshifters. We're talking about ancient energy here. This is a master or master energy that you're walking into. You, them, or they, you. It's like what comes back around is this, it's a grand opening of something big. And it feels like whatever this block, the pineal gland keeps coming up. I keep seeing the Ahira everywhere. And then I watched this thing came up on the pineal gland, and I have it on my next in my queue. So I'm going to listen to it when I get off of here. But there's something here about very supernatural abilities. Somebody there like got put in the fucking crazy house, or a family tried doing this to them, and it's like they used that because they knew you were connected to the past lives. It's so interesting because we're talking about energies. This is like humanoid, and this is also like advanced beings that are on this earth. Okay, I'm talking like old ass mother truckers, like really gargoyles, like really. And then in Walking Day they wear a business suit and are doing stocks and bonds and shit. I'm telling you, I keep hearing Among Us, Among Us. But it's like they're calling them watchers. They're calling them watchers, and I'm trying to figure out like the key here. The key here. Can you give me any other subtle messages? Emotions flow through creative expressions. It comes about in that way. It will never be like direct contact at this point. This could be like subliminal cues. This could be like your intuition on point, or feeling sensations of like stinging or poking, or consistent goosebumps that you feel. It's like it's like that cold feeling you get, like paranormal type feeling. It's some sort of advanced being. It's a system. They're telling me it's like some sort of system that's working with you. It's like working through your electromagnetic field. You are meant to be on stage speaking comes out. It's like in some way what opens up for you, use it as it is a gift, because you're just like you're helping save these kids or these people. I'm like seeing Koreans stuck underground in a landslide, and like somebody knows how to get there. And it's like you don't even have to like get the backhoes or all that stuff. It's like somehow it's like mind over matter, like literally move it with your mind. Where you're going to be taught how to do this, because we're talking about masters being here. It's like if some of you have been asking, the key that you need help with is that some of you have come pretty far on your own, and it feels like some sort of master or teacher arises, whether this is energy that arises within you. 5544, as I say that, your abundance is in your strong faith for humanity. And it's like you could have been tested over and over again, and it's like, how pure is this person's heart? Like you genuinely, the outside look is like, this is one rough looking sumbitch, right? You might smoke, fucking, have your beers here and there, but deep at the core of you, it's like some sort of superhero. It's some sort of super villain that, for the good, you're rough. Maybe you're in some ways, or just it's just like I'm not even going to get in that. It feels like a thought form that wants to, it could be rising right now saying, hey, you're not meant to be on stage, or there's some sort of envy and pain that arises within you. The closer you get to something, it's like this energy is trying to, it's like fighting the pain. Challenging the darkness, facing fears, protecting your boundaries, being forceful when needed. Challenging the darkness. There's like some sort of ancient like seer that's over. This could be your higher self. You could resonate with, it's like 12 of them though. At the seat of the 12. These higher minds. And it's like when they come down, I don't even know. They're showing me like a map, you know, a GPS, and it's like you're on this marker. So like everywhere you go, but it's from the higher minds. I don't know why you're so important. Well, it does say you're meant to be on stage here, helping lost souls. That's the key here, is about helping lost souls. It's like maybe you've been tricked or, you know, even misled in some ways to see your notions or your soul value or your especially based off of your core wounds. We're talking about some sort of, seeing as I say that, we've got a deep soul wound right here. So as much as this was, you know, awakening things up in you, it's like it's needed at a specific time, and it might have something to do with the blood moon. Okay, might have something to do with the blood moon. Now I don't know, I don't keep up on the moon shit. I haven't, that's, you know what I mean, that's not in my realm of things. Somebody has a fear around this moon, because you might talk about something, because you do hold a key. You could be helping lost souls, or you use this, it's beyond an ability. It's like, with this challenging here and this darkness that's out here, what you do speak about, in the way you speak about it, or the way that you get it, and the way that your pattern that you put out when you speak about this, or this frequency, or your ability to dissect it for other people, it's like they just get it. It's like whatever this illness is that was put out over the masses, it's like it's sick. Like they've tested on people. There's so many people in pain. I can just see them, and they're so skinny. They're so skinny, and they're so tall. Their kneecaps, it's like they're just nothing but kneecaps and like big feet, you know? And I don't know, they're just saying they're in pain. And it's like they're getting, it's life force energy. It's like taking this life force energy, and it makes them ill. Whatever they're putting back in them, it makes them ill. It's like they're trying to make them regenerate it unauthentically, because they were talking about organisms in the beginning, but it's like, whoever this is or whatever this is reaching out, or whatever this was in a past life, it's like you have the key. They've been doing this for hundreds and hundreds of years. It's like you're going to pick up off of where you left off at. You could consider yourself a psychic investigator of some sort. There's a need here. It's like you have a lot of help. You've had some deep soul wounds, man, and it feels like a lot of them played off and triggered, but it feels like this has been done almost not. Those of you that like resonate with this gang stalking, it's like, if you would just ask, what do you want from me? You know, what am I here to do? And really communicate with this being, this higher version of yourself, whatever it is. It's definitely in the physical. Like the ship will show up and just fucking suck you up, and then you're, you know what I mean? It's so interesting. I don't know. It's 30-30. I just keep hearing 30-30. 30-30 and 30-31. It's like 30-31, it's finished. You show me it's just that it's finished, and then it's like I'm in a ship, right? And it's like feels more like a Black Hawk kind of, and we're going off into the sky. And it's like I don't know, I can't really look back, but it feels like the Twin Towers, you know? It feels like just smoke's everywhere. So I don't know if it's like this combustion or something explodes from within, or, but it feels like a bunch of beings get to escape a certain death, or it's like, because they're old, it's almost like they can't die. It's so interesting. Because I told you it's like they're killing them, they put them out, and then they bring them back, and it's like, I don't know what the fuck they're doing. They're trying to take organisms from these beings or cells or DNA, and they're like seeding it there. The red rock. Is there a red rock planet? Because it's like this happens all the time, and the only ones that ever come or, survive are the ones that are immortal. Immortal beings. Now this is getting a little tricky, isn't it? Immortal beings. Because they can come and go. It's like this. It's like this earth was so different. Everything that worked together, like the colors and the plants. It's like, it shows me like Avatar. It does feel like that. It was alive. Everything was alive. It's like everything had a song, the grass, and it all was in harmony. Everything had an abundance of everything. The fruits are huge. They're friggin' huge. The trees are huge. So I don't know why I'm getting to see this right now. And I'm hearing Scotland. And then I'm asking telepathically, like, is this where this is at? And then it's, that. And I'm hearing Appalachian Mountain Range. The Appalachian Mountain Range. Zimbabwe. It's like these underground tunnels or portals. Some of it is portals. For these higher species beings, like these immortal, it's fucking weird. Because now they're flipping me into like times of watching the originals, right? When the original vampires, the only thing that could kill them is that white oak stake. And it's like, there's nothing. They just suck them dry, and then somehow I don't know. It's like all they do is eat vegetables or plants or something, and their God source energy comes back, or they let them get in the sunlight or the moon. It's like, I don't know, they let them connect to source energy for, I don't know. It's very intriguing. They are saying that we're in pain, and they're doing something to the soul wound at a high level. I wonder how they're having the authority to do this, because it is like these higher galactic, they're intelligent. And these ones don't feel like, they feel old, of course, but because they only feel old because they're from the future. You know what I mean? They're there and they know those ways. So they have that here in this time zone. We're like cavemen still. We're like cavemen. Truly. We have so far to go to be advanced. It's unreal. Yeah, they're showing me the Flintstones. We're like Flintstones. Something about that desert. It's like Iraq, like Ramadi, all that desert out there. I heard it's a ticking time bomb. There's some sort of illness. It's like an illness in the sand or the dirt. It's like a bacteria or something that's going to spread. I don't mean to cause fear or chaos or anything like that, but they're showing me it's like when it blows or those storms like that blow, it like wipes out. You know, when we drop to put out the fires, the retardant from the top of the plane, and all that, comes out, it's like somebody does that at a mass scale and then creates some sort of energy that just spirals this around, and it looks like a bacteria in the sand, and it's like wipes out a shit ton of people. Now, if this is this planet, I don't know. It feels like I said, it's desert. I'm hearing the name Muhammad. So it's so interesting, and I keep hearing barren. So land that can't, so there's no more growth. So it's like that species, or it's like makeshift with some fucking dark shit. I don't know how to explain it, guys. I don't know. It's very interesting. It's like some very sick stuff that goes on right in front of our faces, but yet, you know what I mean? It's not like COVID. I'm hearing to come. When you're at an elevation, and I am seeing the top of a mountaintop, okay? So for those that it's like being at a frequency or activated to a certain specific level, it's like this can't, just like COVID. COVID took those that vibrated at it, I don't know, and genetically. It had something to do with like the genotype or something within, one of the two strands of DNA. Because some of us have more chromosomes than that. They know this. Some of us have a lot more chromosomes than just the 23. There's a lot more, or activated on that. It's like somebody uses more than just the 8 or 3%, whatever the hell they say, of our brain. My left ear's ringing very loud right now. Frequency. So, some of you might already, like, I just want to say, it's like, vampires fucking real? Because it's like a different realm, but it's like there's a fucking hole open somewhere. It's a big ass portal, and that's like why Sasquatch came through earlier, and it's like there's some sort of supernatural alliance of like shit happening on this earth, but like we're not seeing it. But when we see it, it's like it plays out in energy, in weather, or people doing crazy shit. It's fucking weird. It's all around us. It's so interesting. This keeps showing me like how a city goes, at the base of a city, it goes right Yellowstone. Base of a city goes into, like a forest or something. Now they're showing me like the wolves and the bears, and it's like there's advanced ass fucking wolves, or they're shapeshifters. They fucking already are. That's why they're in these places like Yellowstone Park. All those tagged, they're like, they get to be in a habitat, but they still have to be monitored. It's like the real wolves. People. Wolves. The Wolverine. It's so interesting. It's like seeing a Marvel movie in my head right now. I hope you guys are hanging in there. Sorry, I'm just like on a whole ass adventure. I feel like I just ate a freaking ounce of psilocybin. I love that I can go on a trip and not even have to use, or get high. I love that. It's natural now. It's like that was the key, is I unlocked something. Some of you could be using something in some way that does. It just fucking sets something off. Excuse my language. It could be microdosing, but it feels like it's something. It's like what's meant for others that would kill them or hurt them or I don't know. It like does something to you. Some of you, like, I'm not trying to scare anybody, did or might be having a near-death experience in the future. It's like I can see somebody getting hit really hard in the chest, and it like knocks them out. And it's like some sort of like 3-day, 7-day coma or something. And while you're there, it's like it wasn't an accident. It was supposed to happen like that. Like, I want to say your guys are like, you're controlled, your body's controlled, and there's like spiritual beings that are like invisible in that room monitoring your body spiritually. It's weird. It's like there's dream walkers. They're advanced beings. They do this. They work with certain people here. There's a few people that, like, and I'm saying a few, I'm talking about like a couple thousand. More than that. It's like an abductee program, but it's not abductee. It's like you live in 5D in the natural world, but you have ability to see everything else going around. It's like you're sworn to secrecy, but you naturally just are. Because it's like, I don't know, are you brainwashed? They're doing brainwashing in some ways. They have a way to keep these, like what's it with the eagle? It's like a bald eagle or a golden eagle. It's a person. And I had this dream about the eagle getting its head bit off by a fucking phoenix. And I want to say like the phoenix, the gargoyles, like there's some beings here. It's on Earth. I'm seeing them on Earth because they're showing me the globe of Earth in my head, right? But I'm seeing like an overlay of like an invisible fucking world. And maybe you sense that this is here all along, and not just like the spirit realm, but you go with your physical body in this. It's not moving your consciousness, it's not that you're in your physical body doing this. And somehow doing this near-death experience unlocks something. It's a remembrance. And these people like need your help because they're like the only one that knows. It's like if you go into a coffee shop, right? You walk into a room, you look around, you talk to the lady at the front office, you go sit back down, okay? Now somebody puts you under, and there's a bunch of books and shelves and plants and things on the shelves around. Now, somebody goes and puts you under right after that. You go to this room and they're like, okay, third shelf, third book over. What was the label on the book? And she's like, I don't know that. How would I know that? I walked in and talked to the lady, and she goes, now we're going to go through your subconscious. Now I want you to focus, and they use some sort of energy or some way. You know what I mean? It's like they do it with their hands, and they just kind of like wave their hands, and you remember, and it zooms in your eye, and you're like, third shelf, the Red Robin. You're like, it's the Red Robin, and it was a yellow book. And you're like, how did I remember that? And you're like, you see everything. It's just the way you're using your consciousness and your mind together. It's like somebody's getting trained. You already have it. So now they take you back, and it's like you're not in the Akash, really. I guess you would say you are, but you're really there in time. Like, yeah, they're showing me it's like you're in. You walk through something, and it closes out, and then you're in a new space. It's like time traveling. You go back to this space and you remember like this code or it's a fraction, it's math. But it's math, it's numbers, but it's a language. And you're the only one, you're like the remnant that remembers this or has it encoded, and they take you back and they do in your consciousness again. And you find this key. But at this point, it feels like you might be questioning why they're wanting this information. Why are you coming back from the past? So then you start going in psychically with yourself, and you're like, do they want this for? Is this for the good or the bad? Maybe you don't feel as evolved yet. And this is when I feel like these watchers, or these supernatural 44, as I say this, beings come through in some way. You could be getting glimpses of this. And for some of you, this might not be your story. Others of you, it's just like you walk into somebody and your whole life changes. It's not like you get abducted and a pillowcase over your head and put in the back of a van. It's like they just move their hand like this and everything around you changes. I'm telling you, you could be in the middle of a coffee pot. My leg just twitched when I said that. Like my knee jumped like when they hit it for reflexes. They just move their hand like this. It's like in Doctor Strange when he goes in time, remember? Back, or they come back in time to find Doctor Strange, but he was just he wasn't doing shit then. He was still a doctor, right? He was still in there listening to symphonies, doing like these amazing surgeries, and you know what I mean? And then his hands get broken, and then he ends up, he gets in there, and she fucking hits him like this, and he goes out of his body, right? His soul it's out, and he's looking at the whole room around him, and then he comes back into it, and he's like, what the fuck was that? I want more. That got him hooked, and that's what this key is. It's like something comes along, and it just triggers. And I'm talking like you're gonna be like, I cannot believe it. But the way you look at it's so different. You're like, wow, it's like something. The dumb mind it fell off, and you're like, oh my goodness, I remember everything. How did I not remember? How did I not know this? I knew. You're looking around at all these little bits and pieces. It's like you missed it, and it's like because the divine had this set in place for it to be like this at this time, because it feels like there is some sort of sense with challenging the darkness out here about you being hidden or like cloaked in some ways, because it does feel like it's your energy. They're like, your energy is very, it's like you're a hybrid, like mixed with an immortal, and you might not know this. This is so out there. I know this is out there. I know. But in the realm of everything's a possibility, and come on. You're being hid until this blood moon. See the watcher in front of the blood moon? It's like they're really vigilant at this time. It's like not a moment before or a moment after. These I want to say they're like, I don't even know, galactic beings. They have their shapeshift. They can turn into any, I don't even know. It's like they can turn into a bird. They can turn into a Goliath. They can turn into, and they're doing this from a different space, but they're here. This is very tricky. It's like we couldn't understand, but you will. It's like somebody just touches your forehead and you go. So if you, I don't know what it is about this near-death experience or this passing out or this becoming inebriated or missing time, here it's like there's a key. Maybe this is somebody who's just like, oh my gosh, why did she say that? I have been missing time. It's like, this is your sign. Yes, in the time that's coming, you'll get to answers. It's like this time you get to know too. This is all for specific reasons. It literally feels like there was something put in somebody's body almost to neutralize your frequency of something. I don't know. It's like you were bringing an entity, especially if you open up portals like to a dark world or something. It's like a goopy, gooey, I don't know how to explain it. It reminds me of Shishu, the last of the dragon magic. What do they call that stuff that turns them into stone? Because it sucks their life force energy. So maybe these are higher dimensional beings that are stuck here and imprisoned. Maybe these are the ones that are calling for help, like part of them are watchers now, or these animals, you know what I mean? I always say the animals are connected to us. Don't know how, but it's like this is a whole new reality all around. I'm serious. The sun at the bottom of the deck, this is ultimate possibilities. This is some sort of like beaming up or being shocked by electricity or like something opening up right in front of you. It's like getting sucked out of your body, but your body's like stays preserved. I channeled this a little bit the other day. This is twice. So somebody, you've got to be watching that this is, yeah, you do this for work. You do this for work. Somebody here is an energy worker. They work with energy. They open and move it in portals and direct it. Green means go. Like somebody here is a master. There's some sort of high priestess here, I feel also, that comes in. It feels like maybe you're working with this collective or you're aware or you just feel that energy. You could have an owl. You could resonate with the snow owl. Some sort of witch, or like you work with herbs, or I don't know. Somehow you're a part of this as well. Because I don't know, it's something about maybe what your herbs do is what's preserving this body in some way, or it's connected in tincture or time. It's like a time tincture. This is very interesting. What else does the collective need to know? I don't even know what I'm going to label this reading. This has been very interesting. Don't feel bad about being shut out. Don't feel bad about not being picked for many other things, the Divine's saying. Been passed up for a lot. Left out, forgotten, but it's all of that, I want to say, is like your guides pushing things to be that way to get you. This is like the only way we were going to get you where you needed to go, they said. Is like the loss of this job, having to be at home, working on something else. You know what I mean? This brings something huge in. There is rhyme to the reason here. There is something in a lot of things that you don't see or know. It's like they're saying you only have a small piece of it. This is going to be a very big change for you, and they want to break this in as gently to the psyche as possible. It's like something challenging the fear. There's challenging the fear is what comes out. There's an exploration here. But it is going to take a lot of courage and a lot of strength. This isn't a video game. This is real. This is a real, these are things that are happening all around us. It's like when the supernatural just becomes an everyday piece of your life. You slowly get to see more. You get to finally go back behind this door and understand, what is this good old boy stuff? What are these? You're going to understand why secret societies are where they are and how they play front runner in some ways. It's like the bouncers outside of the bar. It's like it goes to something so much bigger. It has to do with saving humanity. It has to do with saving humanity in like herbs or animals. It's like these prehistoric ancient animals, they're in a realm of their own. All, I don't know, they're cohabitating. It's like, remember when they built the ark and he went through on the new one and he was with his smoke and he was putting all of them to sleep, so they, pair by pair, they would all get together and be able to sleep and not eat each other, right? Feels like that. It's like these beings are in a slumber. Or these animals that turn into beings. This has gotten very real. Very real. All right. What will the collective's feelings be about this? Oh, ready to go. It's like I'm ready to pack my stuff. I'll leave. I'm ready to go. But really, it feels like October 3rd could have been an important day for somebody. See, even if you did leave some sort of relationship or moved or were without or, doesn't look like there's very many options, you could feel like that was some fucked up shit. I heard that was some fucked up shit, man. Your feelings towards it are, you know this is existent. You know this. You feel it in your being. You can't keep your eyes off of the stars. You're constantly, when you're in and out of sleep, it's like your higher self is working on something big. It's like you just have to wait to the last moment, and it looks like you're ready. It looks like when you get the call, of course you'll go. Even if it feels like if somebody told you, like, your timeline is ending, okay? This timeline has completely played out, and the main timeline is now failing. So the only way to preserve this timeline is to take you to the main one, which means you're going to see a lot more than just one or two people pass. You're going to see thousands of people that you've loved pass. It's like some sort of time traveling or some sort of, I don't know, it's like a cocoon of energy of time. It's like you get a glimpse into knowing it all. It feels like that's the thing, is it could create some sort of illness in your body, exposing you to, I don't know. It's not for the weak. It's not. This time traveling or this traveling could make you sick too. There's something about alchemizing energy and frequency right now. Somehow these experiences, whether you have a podcast or you go on stage or, something crazy, it's just like you become, you know stuff that the people don't know, and it makes sense to them. They're starting to understand it, and it's like the way you speak brings in coding for others. It's on a mass scale, you awaken people. It's like you take wherever they took you or whatever this is or whatever you went and did or going to go do to close out the door or to open this new one and find this key and bring it back to Earth in some way. It's like bringing back remnants that help save the planet in some way. This is such a very beautiful, very beautiful connected read. It's like I've never had so many portals and so much energy and so much like telepathy. There's a lot here going on a lot of different realms. It's like your soul has been busy. It's like you could have thought, it's like I don't even care about being rich. I just want to have enough to take care of what I need to take care of and be a good person. It's like that goes out the window because now you're like a full-on almost Avenger in a way. It feels like it. Some sort of, you work with supernatural superheroes in some ways. We would call him a superhero. It's like you're like the Charlie in the Chocolate Factory, That's so crazy. Right now my alarm on the pickup's going off. So that is a sign for somebody, the alarm. Georgie boy. Georgie, no barking. It's gotten warm in here all of a sudden. I'm telling you, it's like being in a whole different realm. He's way up. Look at all of these birds. The divine says, like, you're going to see and speak things you've never spoke. You're going to see things that you didn't think you would see in your wildest dreams. I just heard my mom's car alarm going off outside, so I wonder if she thought it was her car alarm. I have a fly on the wall. I have a shapeshifter on my wall right now. A fly in the middle of February. It's been cold as hell. And it's a big boy, too. Boy to be a fly on the wall sometimes, huh, guys? And it feels like some of you might actually be able to, like, I don't know. It's very, very supernatural. And this is, everything is a possibility that I'm saying. They're like this, and I'm like, please, I don't want to say anything. You know what I mean? This is, it's here. It's like somebody could have, like, a raven, or, like, I don't know. Like a raven's your friend, or you send it out, or things that we used to hear about become now. It's like, I don't know, this animal kingdom comes back and starts communicating with the collective in some ways. It's like there's a lot of people that are going to be coming on. It's like a mothership. I don't know. It's so weird. You get this training and it's like, it goes, it's like a month or a couple, but this knowledge gets seeded in you fast. It's like you recover from something. I'm telling you, and it's like time here, this fly just starts swan diving around. It's like you just get connected, but time for other people, they never notice you. It's like they wake up the next morning and you're coming home. Talking about, and this fly is now on my indigo light. So you could be an indigo. What are you causing a fuss about over here? Binaural beats. I'm telling you, this has to do with frequency. It just all aligns. I don't think it's really anything else that you do. I think that at this point, you continue on this path and things open up. It's like these tests that come back around. This is waiting for you, and you have some sort of situation. If you're closing out a court case, if you're, it's like, how could I be doing this with my kids and stuff? Don't worry. It's like you have a collective of souls that helps you to do this when needed. It's not going to be an everyday thing, but when you do, you go. It's like you're protected and you're taken care of. You become some sort of like elite with the light. It's like, I don't even know. I see them almost all wearing white too. They're like peace mongers. I don't know. They don't hurt anybody, but they use energies to change things for the better, and it's allowed. I don't know. It's like there's some sort of, I don't know how you come into this. Just say you've been watched and looked after for quite some time. I want to say since you were in your adolescence, for some of you, truly. 9 to 12, is when your spirit, it's like something in your spirit broke, because the page is out here too, and it's like, maybe you did used to love to go out and be connected, and then as your childhood traumas, or people passed away, or you had to move and leave, it feels like some of you were always moving and packing. It was hard for you to make friends or stay in one place long. And that was also the divine using your seeds to take you to school, or to place. It was like your energy being in certain places, even when you were young. I know you didn't understand it, but you were doing other things, or other things were coming through you. I think it makes sense in the future, and right now, if it even was tried to explain to you, might not completely understand it. This is your wish fulfillment, to have a purpose, and a higher purpose at that, to where you do. It's like, I hear bleed red, white, and blue, but it's like, this is every planet. What you do here affects other timelines and other dimensions and other layers of reality. I don't know how this is coming about, but it is already within your Akash. It already feels predestined. This is something lifetime after lifetime you've worked on, and it all comes back through that rainbow of energy. You have help. I mean, there's like these spirit children that they're indigos. They're like from the future, and they know you. They're waiting. It's like there's a prophecy about you coming back to the future. Maybe you already were in the future and you came back lifetime after lifetime, but you're older, you just don't know it. Maybe you don't age. Maybe time gets switched up on you. I don't know. This is very tricky stuff here. Feels like the divine's been in control of this the whole time. More or less, it's like somebody's trying to bring you home. Somebody's trying to bring you back home to where you belong, your timeline. It's like maybe you did get moved or taken, or I don't know. This fly won't stop buzzing my head. It's like it's been one hell of a journey. When you get back, you realize really you're over 1,000 years old and you look the way you do. I don't know. It's just you have access to many realms within your being. It's all within you. The teacher arrives when the student is ready. Awaken, ancient master and wise one within. I am here and I'm ready to learn. And it's like you're calling this in. It's you. This higher piece it's like you in the future. You're a remnant of this energy of the last days. So this is already advanced energy. This is you millions light years in the future. And somehow you're doing this work, and I channel this off and on about this coming to the past to save the future. It's some sort of embedded coding or key. It's understanding a language or mathematics or frequency or cubic feet. Qubit. It's something about a qubit. It's about the way something rings true. It's a frequency and the way that it has to do with levitating something. It's like I'm seeing the pyramid levitate up. All the pyramids, like right now in my mind's eye, are starting to come up out of the sand. It's like it shakes off. I don't know, they levitate. It's like they're ships. They're ships, or they're part of a stargate. It's like, but then when they levitate, then they open up in a space. It's so cool. It's telling you, this is time travel. Some of you have a husband, or a significant other, a brother, that's waiting for you to get back home. It's waiting for you to reach back out and get back home. For your telepathy to come back so they can communicate with you. They send the birds. They do as much as they can. It's like for some reason something got locked out or blocked out, or if you were to admit this frequency to be able to communicate the way that you normally do, because this is a remnant of you, right? You're a remnant of this energy, vice versa, or timeline. Back to this space and time or timeline. Off the main split. It's like how you got back over here, I don't know. It's like God hid you out over here or something for a perfect time, because we're talking about frequencies, an angelic rainbow of energy. It's like it always passes go. It's like you've been hidden out for eons until this perfect timing. It's like you silent volcanoes. You rewrite geography. It's something to do with geography, or things sinking into the water, or things coming up. It's like you have this ability to levitate or use your hands or mind, and it's like faith of a mustard seed, you move mountains. And it's like I'm seeing it. I'm seeing like geographical landmark markers move and other things come up. It's like the shit you would see in Moana, or you know what I mean? It has that energy of very like shamanic, indigo, healer, in and out of worlds, Garden of Eden, Scotland, Fae, star beings. It's like they all in one world, and they all just work together. I don't know. And you come in and then you do your work here, and you don't age. You want to talk about not aging. It's like you don't age. Once this happens, you won't have to worry about it. Because it's like a marker in the brain or the blood or the DNA or the cells, something goes away. And it starts when the telepathy, the energy comes back on. It's like you've been dumbed down. Maybe you live by an Air Force base or something. It's like you're being cloaked in some way so this energy doesn't get out. I don't know how else to say that. It's you probably have felt so left out, and like everybody has walked away from you. Like, what the fuck was this all about? I'm always in the middle of nowhere. And it's like, because you magnify such a huge energy. Telling you. And it's an energy that people want. It creates new worlds. It creates new things, beings. You could have a powerful DNA or genetic coding, or I don't even know. It's like you can speak into an embryo and activate it. Some sort of surrogacy or some sort of you're just multifaceted in a lot of ways. You're going to understand all this being left out and this feeling, what the fuck was that all about? All this left out, all this abandonedness. It's like, I miss home. I want to go home. When I look at the stars, I weep. When I see the sun setting, when I hear the birds, I know I'm connected, but why am I in such a busy, fast-paced world? It's almost irritating. So now you become such a hermit and you're so on your inner, it's like, is this all it's going to be? And it's like, no, be ready to pack your shit and be ready. Have grace on yourself. Because this is what, you think you're tired now, this is going to be a journey. And this is going to be somebody here who's ill or worried about an illness. Receive your healing. You've got the Ten of Cups, the Queen of Cups, and the Sun. Some sort of water energy comes in and heals. It takes it completely away, and it feels like this illness showed up in your body from some sort of deep soul wound. This could be in your chest platelet. This could be in your elbows or osteoarthritis. It feels like it gets healed. The heart. So they want to talk about if you're having issues with your heart, be healed by the name of Jesus Christ. That Christ energy, be healed, know that it is yours. Take control and authority over your body, mind, and spirit in the Christ consciousness. Step into the innate being that you are to command your body. Your higher self's coming through. You're being sublimated in some area. I want to say this feels very much like a miracle. Not a miracle. It is a miracle, but it's a once-in-a-lifetime thing. Probably happens a lot of lifetimes, but somehow you fell off grid or you ended up here, and it's like everybody's been looking for you. It's like somebody conscious swiped you or stole you from the ash. I don't know, and put you here in this body or however. I don't know. But you've been recognized. Your tribe, your crew, they know you're here. They're coming for you. They're looking for you in some way, and whatever that means. To restore these fragmented energies, or to bring back or do or receive or give what's rightfully yours. If you got adopted from another planet, and I'm telling you this, ding, and ended up here, it's like you could have been some sort of walk-in or something for somebody else. It's very interesting. An unconscious walk-in. What else do I need to know? Awakening. Awareness is the process of discovering your true self. Prayer. Prayer is a dialogue with the universe. Express your wishes. There's a need to speak up and to ask. You are going to be discovering something about yourself. Your greatest hero has always been you, within you. And you learn how to use and wield this. It's not like you just get this magic stick like Harry Potter and go start wielding it around. But this starts with mind control, controlling your mind. Something gets made prevalent. Once you control your mind, then you do the levitating and you do everything else. You control your breathing, you slow down your heart, you can speed up your heart. You have like hypersensitive hearing comes online. You can see very far. I mean, I talked about like vampires or the Wolverines, the wolves. It's like you are something like that, but just different. It's like you're from the future though. So maybe you stay the same in your body, but you glow or your energy gets big. You see, or your sight, or something just becomes supernatural, and then other things start to come in as well. Thank you, Mr. Cars and Boats, for the 2. Awareness, dialogue, belief, ask, yes. Yes. DMT. If somebody's going to do it DMT or has that planned, I want to say, like, this is it. It's like something comes through. You have this communication. It's like you get to sit literally with your higher self. You could be sitting on that couch, but still, it's like people could be like, oh, you're just a druggy piece of shit, this, that, or you know what I mean? The things that people talk about, it's like, whatever this is this time, the divine allows it to go to that space. Enough healing's been done, or you get guided in this way. Now you know how to do it in a way where you ask for guidance for your higher shamanic guide to come through and take you on this journey to connect with Mother Earth, or whatever it is that you need to see through that Well, I don't know what DMT is, but is it a chemical or some sort of, whatever it is. Discovery comes out again with peace. Find inner peace in moments of stillness. Maybe you just go out on a boat. It doesn't have to be DMT, and it's telling you Sasquatch comes up in you. I don't know. I'm telling you. Somebody goes out somewhere and sees something or has this communication. The discovery treasures within. Follow your passion. I'm telling you. I feel like, God, I hope it's me. I hope it's me. I love Bigfoot. I hope there'll be a lot of us, and I think that they very well will be. And we become, secret society and the keepers of this earth. Who knows for thousands of years that we live? Not everybody dies at 90, or you know what I mean? The 100-year lifespan. We're created for more than that. It's just that's what this is about, is like unlocking and remembering how to do this, because there is a species of beings in the DNA that needs to survive and carry forth. And it feels like for these reasons, this is something that's set forth. When this bitch blows, there's people already on a ship, and those, it's like 2 by 2, it's like the Ark. They're taken to this other place. It's very interesting. If you build it, they will come. Whatever that means for you. All right. Let's get an angel number for the collective. Thank you guys all for hitting like and subscribe button. This has been a really interesting read. I really liked it. Cisco hits. No, but really, I'm talking about, and you know what I mean, not everybody's going to be on this level of awareness within the world and within themselves, that these supernatural beings and elementals, shapeshifters, advanced, these travelers are here. And when I say you're being watched, some of you could have taken this as gang stalking because you felt that energy but didn't know, and it felt familiar. So with the psyche, it's almost like some of them did put those energies around to see how you will compose yourself or handle. It feels like a lot of this has been a test. We might want to put the blame on other people, or they took my inheritance, or they did this, and it's like, no, we have that shit on fucking lock until we could see you really put in the energy and the passion. Find your passion, because we want you to be passionate about this new beginning. This is, not everybody gets an opportunity to do this like this. It feels like it's like a fucking bunch of Avengers in some way are selected and then taught or opened up to their gifts. Maybe you guys were chipped when you were younger to keep them dulled or dumbed down. I don't know how this works, but it's like they know who you are. They know who you are. And if you're using these gifts right now, or you're opening up to some supernatural abilities, I just want to tell you, you might notice jets that fly over or things that fly over. It's like you're always being watched. It feels very Truman Show. Okay. We've got 1111, intuition. Time to implement long-cherished ideas. You are on the right track towards making your dreams and visions a reality. The right people, circumstances, and resources are being sent your way. Confirmation. Happiness and new opportunities are at hand. Trust in the process. 111. You could be seeing that number. That could be a confirmation. When you do see that number, you're being guided to tune in and be very aware of frequencies around you. Manifest that wish or that openness. Help me to connect. I would like to see a little magic. I'd like to see what I'm working with. Do you know what I mean? If you're in this room and you can cloak yourself to where I can't see you, at least let's have a little fun with it. Of course, don't make sure you're not, protect yourself. For those of you that aren't on the level, I would advise doing that unless you're very, you know what I mean? You know who you are. I'm not going to go there. You've got 0440, the gut feeling. Intuition, betrayal, pessimism, relating, value, insight, increased perception. And that's what I'm talking about, love and monogamy. Follow your gut. It is more than just a feeling, but be real with people and focus on meaningful relationships. Remember, you are also must bring value to the table. Treat others with respect, or else karma will bite your ass. 3 is a crowd. So it feels like you and your higher self right now is what they're really saying is important. It's not about I don't take that as in the cheating way. I just think being centered with yourself right now is very important. So these things can come through. 666 came out talking about reflect. Love, affection, compassion, kindness, attention, and self-love. Several unexpected developments will enter your life and impact how you feel. This is a chance to reevaluate your identity. Oh my gosh, this is actually going to happen for somebody. Confirmation. You need a mental shift towards some greater optimism, self-assurance, and trust. Put your faith in your gut and your inner voice. Pay attention to your feelings and use them to help you become the best version of you. Alright guys, I love you. I'm getting off here. Please like, subscribe. If you guys are interested in a personal read with me, you can email me at angeldynasty33@gmail.com. I do hour-long reads. They are $65 where we sit with your guides. Any passed on loved ones. I also have mediumship abilities if they come through. And we see where your stuck points are, how you need to evolve, maybe something that you're missing there for the highest good. What your soul is urging you to know so that you can become in alignment with that. Maybe it's thought patterns or processes or people that you're around, or we can remove those stuck energies. I also do energy work that is free in the hour-long read. Read my description box. I have new things on there. I also do 35-minute reads for $30. So let me know what you guys think about tonight's read. Leave a comment if it resonated, where you're watching from. Thank you guys for every way that you help keep me on board in the algorithm. If you guys want to do me a favor and just put the Guardian Oracle in your search bar and press search, it helps put me back in the algorithm so that we can reach more with the messages. I love you guys all so much. Kisses from Idaho. I will see you guys tomorrow.